Hello, and hey. Welcome to Crusader Kings III, the game where we reimagine history the way it was meant to be played out. Today we're going to embark upon something extremely painful. According to my family history, my ancestors originated from a small town right about here, but you see the problem with my family was that every generation had about 13 kids. So I have to imagine that it was extremely difficult to be a child in any one of these families because they always expected the children to die. Why else would you have so many children? I imagine that the parents wanted them to fight it out for each other. But we're going to begin here in Mayo, and we're going to play as my great-grandfather. That looks something similar to me. Everyone in my family is named Robert, so I guess we'll go with that. I'm not telling you my last name because this is the internet. It doesn't matter because I'm lying. I picked this family crest because it looks like a guy going, ooh, with a mustache. Now, like I said, I have to imagine that my grandfather had it very difficult, so we're going to begin with him as a boy. Right? 0 years old. No, we'll make him a little bit older because he might not survive if we do the things I'm going to do with him. Let's start with him as a young man, but fully developed so he doesn't die. Now, being an altruistic man, he must have studied, but unfortunately, he was plagued with all of the negative traits. Now, whether you agree or disagree with all of these things being negative, they're just things that make him into a general asshole. So, we're also going to make him ill, pneumonia, lover's pox, leper, one-eyed, one-legged, disfigured, infirm, drunkard, gout-ridden, consumption, cancer, typhus, smallpox, scarred, and blind. Hideous, imbecile, feeble, club-footed, hunchbacked, lisping, stuttering, dwarf, inbred, weak, dull, spindly, scaly, albino, wheezing, bleeder, sterile, bastard, cannibal, and let's make him an adulterer, fornicator, murderer, just everything bad. Hashish, rakish, reclusive, irritable, flagellant, profligate, contrite, and a comfort eater. My god, that's a lot of traits. I'm a little worried about this man. We can't really even see him anymore. Okay, so I took away cancer and disfigured so that he could survive just a little bit longer. I don't want him to die immediately, right? That wouldn't be any fun. Okay, with all of that, we're looking great. Oh, it's horrible. I don't even think the skin color makes a difference because he's just red from all of the rashes. We'll give him medium body fat so that he could survive a bit longer. Oh, why did this happen? My god, it's awful to look at. This is, if we make his head a bit bigger, it spreads out the rash and it makes it look a little bit more manageable. You can't see the eyes, so it doesn't matter. You know what? We're just going to give him a very long hairstyle. It's all in... Everyone loves a good head of hair, and this doesn't seem to be effective. Long flowing hair, and we'll give him a massive beard just to cover up as much of his face as possible. No, you know what? We did that for our last character. No hair at all. I think that fits the spirit of the challenge. All right, and so begins the life of Robert. It doesn't matter because I'm lying. Obviously has nothing at all. And starts off without marriage. He's gonna have to find a wife. All right, let's begin. There he is, Petty King Robert. It doesn't matter because I'm lying of Connacht. Alright, we're going to keep time paused because I'm already dying. So, it's going to be a very short life of Robert. It doesn't matter because I'm lying. So, really, the goal of his life is just going to be to have an heir that doesn't have so many of these problems, right? Because it's ending. It's just all of the things that he is. If we could get him to come back from this, though, that would be great. We're gonna start off with a good learning lifestyle. He's gonna have to learn to become whole of body because otherwise he's gonna die immediately. Let's see if we can give him a few more months of life. We're going to get him to wash his hands first, right? The lesson of 2020 will up his fertility and give him a massive health boost. He needs that. Okay, this has made him just slightly better despite the fact that he has great pox, feeble, inbred, spindly, wheezing, bleeder. Ill, leper, infirm, drunkard, gout-ridden, consumption, typhus, smallpox, blind, weak, and flagellant. Now, he can have up to 4 spouses. Let's see if we can get 1, Everyone hates me. Oh my god, this is awful. Does anyone slightly less hate me? Opinion of me? No, everyone hates me equally. Well, at least that makes the decision that much easier. He's also incestuous, so he loves everyone. We're gonna try for Emmer. Lots of bad inheritable traits. You actually can't even scroll to the end here. Emmer will actually get 400 prestige. It's great that I have this title, because otherwise I would have nothing going for me. She'll accept for a 5. She's 25. I'm marrying an older woman. Alright, that's great, because... Oh my god, it's horrible to look at. Send proposal. Now I'm gonna speed down time to 1, the lowest speed. Alright, let's turn back on time and see if my spouse accepts my message. It's terrible that all of my counselors hate me. We might actually be better off with no one rather than a spy master right now, because currently, everyone hates me. It's really only a matter of time before someone takes my life. It's more just a matter, can I find a spouse and have a child before I die or am killed? I, Emmer, gladly accept your hand in marriage. May God grant us long life and have many children, my serene husband. Oh, serene, what a nice adjective to describe. Ugh. All right, there she is, my petty queen. Now, I'm going to die probably in a couple of days. Therefore, I'm going to take everyone as my wife. Ben Lagan, Cathan, and, Ben Moomin. Yep, Ben Moomin, come on over here. Get some lovin'. Alright, there we are. Here come in the spouses. 1 and a... Oh, why would she hate me for all of these things? And a 2, and a 3. Now, we can't consecrate my sacred bloodline yet, because, well... You know. Probably the most important thing is just to keep me alive a little longer. Now we've done almost all that we can to up the fertility and make sure that I can get an heir. But let's actually try to survive now. First off, I should probably search for a physician, because although everyone hates me, they do have to do their jobs. We'll look for some candidates. Now, everything is getting worse by the second. I don't want to give you the impression that this isn't improving. This is just more watching someone die slowly. I'm not endorsed by my bishop. I have very few knights, but none of my knights like me. Can we possibly do this with... Oh, I'm dead. Alive, is what I meant to say. Ignore my 4 different wives and different appearance. I just had to take off the traits that would kill me immediately and make it impossible for me to have an heir. And look how happy he is. Again, most of the traits will kill me. I've tried to pick ones that are mostly genetic and not some sort of disease. But it turns out that having just enough bad traits can actually kill you. I don't really know what he's dying of in particular right now, but we can get a health buff from Stubborn, Iron Constitution, and the medicine focus. Perhaps my court physician will be able to help me too. Let's get that back again. Can anyone help keep me alive here? An event? We finally got an event. Now, both potential court physicians hate me, but I'm picking Ekrad because she's trusting, and there's literally no one with any medical skill near me. All right, thank you. Great. You're gonna help my consumption. All right, it's gonna increase my stress, but that shouldn't go over this stress level. Maybe she can help me. A disastrous mistreatment. It's okay, I'm now, in addition to being all of the things I am, I'm disfigured. I'm going to kill her. Okay, now I need to sway my wife because, I can't do anything to fuck. Okay, 3rd time's the charm. Okay, what about all the traits except the ones that are going to kill me immediately? That's much better. What? I'm dying again. All just from being kind of sad and a possessed lunatic who's feeble, wheezing, blind, and a flagellant. Oh no, I won't have any of this. There we go. I've taken the health thing and now I'm perfectly healthy again. I just have poor health. I'm ailing, yes, but I won't let genetics tell the story. Alright, I'm gonna have 4 wives again, and we'll see what we pass on to whoever's my unfortunate child. Now, it doesn't matter. As long as I have an heir who's someone that doesn't have all of the things that I have would be great. Again, the goal of this playthrough isn't to conquer any land. No, everyone will be very upset if I conquer any land. Pass it on to the next generation, like my own forefathers. We have alliances with all kinds of people, particularly this Earl over in Ulster, who might be somewhat helpful. We'll immediately search for a physician again. Now, I don't honestly know whether to keep my court spy master. I have a lot of things that he doesn't like me for. Firstly, I'm going to try to sway my spy master so that schemes don't go well against me. And wowzers, we actually did find a physician, this time named Bebine. We'll take her. She might actually manage to keep me alive. We'll sway my spy master. Would love it if you liked me a little bit more. But I gained 53 stress, which is now critical because I'm shy. I think I'm a comfort eater too, though. I could just gain some weight. Now, to free my mind, I can also go to confession. Nice public confession. This would lose some stress. People would be very upset because they would hear my confession. In those days, they used to have public confession, I believe. So you'd have to tell everyone what you did. That was Catholicism. But it doesn't matter because everyone already hates me as much as possible, so I just wanted to end the stress, you know? Feel better? That's great. Now, I suppose if I want to have a child, I need to romance my wife. I could also try converting her to witchcraft. You know, I think I'll do one of each of these things with each of my wives. Let's, no, I'm gonna keep gaining stress from this. Okay, so I'm just stuck sitting here. Oh, great. Okay, my wife is having a child. All right, let's just find out how the child is. Okay, great job, honey. I can stop being myself very soon. Now, sadly, we're actually losing piety every month. And it's also going down, so I gotta figure out what's going on there. I think it's because I'm an adulterer and a murderer, and this character has this dark past, too. Maybe we could clean that up with the son or daughter, whoever it is. Yeah, I have the opportunity to save someone's life. Someone is losing too much blood, and I'm the only one who can save them. Alright, I'm going to try to save them and become a hero before I probably die. And... yes, possibly Gelgius Ni Rodan will become my has become my friend. Great. I have one friend in my life. That's literally my only relationship, and my only friend, unfortunately, has a very negative opinion of me. Is it possible I could make her... no, yeah. A raid! A scheme is rising up against me. I can't even tell if I'm being paranoid or if they're trying to kill me. Alright, tell me what's going on. God, we can't even fend off raiders because I'm just such a basket case. Oh, everything's fine. Oh, I'm having a second child. Okay, great. Now I have, like, I have a pretty decent chance at having an heir now. Ying! Oh, I have a child! Yeah, the nice flattering name, Adalmode. Oh no, my courtiers have been captured too. My counselor died. God, it's not just limited to you. Your entire kingdom is just ass whenever, yep, you're in charge of the money. Oh, I'm dead. No. Oh, well, I did make it out as my heir, and all that she has is she's an albino imbecile who stutters. We know all of that already when she's 0. How can we even know all of that? My brother, who's in jail as an infant, who is he in jail with? Oh, he got captured in the raid. But what is the brother? The brother is only homely and stupid. I wish I could have had him. Wait a minute. He wasn't even born yet when they raided. Alright, let's see how long we can get around. This looks like it's going to go really well. Why does everyone still hate me? Oh, because I'm albino, and they hated my father so much that it gets passed down many, many generations. But now some of the people at the bottom don't actually hate me, the daughter, quite as much. How could they hate a baby so much? Okay, well, fortunately we can get some people who don't hate us quite so much. It doesn't really even matter how good they are at anything as long as they don't hate me. Okay, my mother doesn't hate me. Okay, mother gets to be my spy master. Okay, we're going to have to arrange a marriage for myself when I'm still 0. There's not really much telling what's going to happen, so we'll wait a little bit longer. I'm gonna stay single for a bit longer. I think I've got some time. And I'm going to ransom my half-brother because I don't want to be stuck like this. Alright, he's the brother. Now I'm gonna have my mother teach me as much as possible because... my god, father really messed me up. But you know what? We didn't inherit all of the traits of the father. Okay, me and my brother are getting educated now. Let's see if we could have her live to at least be, like, 5. Then maybe something good will happen. We're very vulnerable right now as an infant. And I can marry off my mother to... we need some Irish allies. We're gonna go ahead right here. Okay, great. Good. Mom got married again. And I turned 1! I don't really know how to describe this playthrough. It kind of feels like it's like trying to save a man from falling off of a building, but you're standing on the ground and you have to catch him. And he's 20 stories up. Suddenly you spot an infant. The infant is lighter. You might be able to cushion the fall better. That's how I went about this dynasty. So father passed. And now let's just try to direct the course of this nation so that maybe my grandchildren, you know, maybe once Petty Queen Adalmode has an heir, that would be... I will feel happy then. I'm bossy. Alright, 4 years of age. 5. 7. Oh no. My brother, Count Raymond Roger, has brought forward who would have known? 8. 9. I've realized I'm homosexual. Time to propose marriage. Oh, this guy will actually accept a matrilineal marriage. Neato. My brother looks like a meme. Time to find him an older woman. How about this hale 9-year-old? That way, although the children will be stupid and homely, they'll also be hale. Looks good. Great. Now we need some heirs. Give me the heirs. And okay, people don't hate me quite as much anymore. Finally, 16. We are married. And I'm having a child. My brother got married. And I have a son. Okie dokie. Alright, what is he like? Wheezing. Well, what is the lesson here? Babies are bad. Children have no place in this world. And, if you start out bad, marry into a rich family. Well, I hope you learned something. I honestly thought we'd be able to do more and not die in the first month with a, all-negative character, but it's interesting to see how the line continues. Usually it just kind of gets diluted as you go. But, you know, even if it looks really bad, like it did for, yeah, this was the guy. I mean, even if you look like that at 27, there's still a chance for your dynasty, for your line. But that's all for now. I'm gonna just go on with this awful dynasty. How many CK3 playthroughs is this now? You get the picture. We're gonna be doing just stupid things in the game for a while. I rather enjoy this. For now, many thanks to viewers like you. A major thanks, as always, to my patrons. They are the lifeblood that courses through these generations, and I'm very grateful. Thank you. More to come, so stay tuned. I'm Ambiguous Amphibian. Fare thee well.